Hello everybody, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. I mentioned in my last video, I think I made it on Monday, that I would be back the following day and share some autumn cards that I had been creating, but I just haven't been feeling very well the last several days, so I do feel better today. Still not all the way on top of my game, but I wanted to get these cards out in the mail to friends and family, so I thought I'd better hop in here and make a video. So I'm going to share with you the products that I used, and then I'll share with you the cards. So before I do that, I wanted to show you what I've also been working on. I did this last week. Christina Warner, I think it was last year, shared a series of videos, 6 or 7 videos, where she shares with you different ink blends, and there's 3 inks, Oxide inks, that she used per blend, and I decided to follow those videos. Now, I watched them last year, and I've worked with those combinations with some of the videos, some of the blends that she shares on her videos. But I decided I would go through, watch all of her videos in that series, create those blends, write the names of the colors on the back of the cards, and then put the cards on a ring. And that way I can flip through when I want to, see a particular color blend to use on different cards. So these are all the colors that she used for the video, for the first video in the series. Okay, speaking of Oxide inks, I used these Oxide inks on the first 2 cards. So the first one that I'm going to share with you, I used Tumbled Glass for the sky and Bundled Sage for the grass. And then on the second one, I used Stormy Sky for the sky. Makes sense, right? And Bundled Sage for the grass on that one as well. And then I colored all the images with my Copic markers. And I used, I used my Nouveau Glitter Gloss pen, marker, whatever you want to call it. For the white highlights, I've used my Sakura Jelly Roll pen, and I think I also used my Uniposca pen for white highlights, and that's got a really fine tip. I like this one a lot. And then, of course, if you see any shimmer, glittery shimmer, it is from my Diamond Stickles. And then I also used my favorite sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. They look like little diamonds. And let's see, this is the stamp set that I used. It's called Jump for Joy from Mama Elephant, and I do have the coordinating dies with it. So I used the elephant, the 2 elephants, and the little, what is he called? A mouse. And when you cut either the pile of letters or the pile of leaves, the die creates an opening so you can tuck the little critters in there. Super duper cute. So I also used from Mama Elephant Frilly Window Frame. I used this large outline die. And then for the clouds on the card, I used the Gina Marie Scene dies, and there are the little clouds there. And then I also used a Paper Tray Ink Autumn Tag die set for the sentiment inside the cards. And so here is the first card, and I shared this on Instagram. And so if I turn it, you can see the little sequins there. And I did my Diamond Stickles on the large cloud. And it says Jump for Joy. That's a sentiment from the stamp set. And see the little guys, they're tucked inside the leaves. So fun. I just love this. And then on the inside, I put another cloud, and it says Thankful for You. And I think, yep, handmade by Sybil. So that was my first one, and the second one is just like it, except for the colors are a little bit different. So I did more earth tones. This one has softer colors, and this one has the darker earth tone colors of autumn. And everything else is the same on it. You know, I mean, I colored these little elephants a little bit lighter, and I colored these elephants darker. And again, same on the inside. Now, for my next set of cards, I want to share with you, these are pumpkin cards that I made. And I want to make sure that I get everything out here. That way, if you have any questions, I will hopefully have covered all the details that I've used on these cards. And let's see. I don't know if I shared that for my sequins, I adhere them with multimedia matte. Okay. Alrighty. So, yes. So I did not use, yeah, there's a couple of things I use Copic markers on, but I'll just share with you when I go through them. I picked up this stamp set, I think in the summertime from Paper Tray Ink, Sentimentals. It is super duper cute. There's a pumpkin there. And I think I used the Hello Pumpkin, which would be fitting because these are pumpkin cards that I've made. And it's a it features 2 sets of stamps on this, in this set. So that's from Paper Tray Ink. And then I also used Paper Tray Ink Counting My Blessings, these words, thankful, blessed, and grateful. And then the Paper Tray Ink Pumpkin Die Collection. So when you order one, you know, when you order these are all separate. So you can order this, and then you have to order this separately. And it's got the little stem. I think the stem and then the face, you know, the smiley face, to make a jack-o'-lantern. I think that comes with this. But this is your base, so this is your card base. And when you cut this out, it cuts all these little layers, and you adhere them either with tape or glue. I used wet glue. That way I could reposition them if I needed to. And you set it on here, and then for your actual card base, which is, I used pre-made card bases, you set those lines right there. See those lines? You set this right on those lines. You add tape to hold it down. You run it through your card runner, and it cuts out the shape of the pumpkin. And then you can put your top piece on top of that card. Okay. So I also used, I cut out a bunch of leaves, and oh, let's see, my goodness, I did a whole bunch of leaves in different pattern papers, as well as some alcohol inked papers that I had previously made. So these are 2 examples of what I'm talking about. And you will see these, I think, on each of the pumpkin cards. And so from those, I cut out, you know, little leaves, and I'm good at dropping them. Maple leaves, oak leaves. This one's pink, has some red through it. And then I also cut out these leaves, and then I colored them with my Copic, no, I think Oxide Inks. Okay, and on one of the cards, I used Distress Glitter, Clear Rock Candy. And I sponged all the little pieces for the cards, for the pumpkins, with Vintage Photo. And then I also used little things from Lucy's Cards, Autumn Sparkle Sequins. And you will see some gloss on a couple of the, what are they, that I used? Acorns. And I Copic colored them, and I used either crystal glaze, glossy accents, or the Stampin' Up! Version of that. And it gave the acorn top part of the nut a nice look to it. And then I just wanted to share this with you so you can see that I inked the edges with Vintage Photo, and then I took my Nouveau shimmer pen and I just added it to it, and I cut this out in craft cardstock. So here is the first card, and you can see all the ink blending I did on all the pieces. And I've added a flower, a brown flower here, and then I added this cute little layered sunflower that Susan Lafferty gave me a package of those last year. And there is an autumn leaf that I cut out in that alcohol paper. Alcohol, you know, the paper, the Yupo paper that I put alcohol ink on. So pretty. I love that effect. And then I cut out some leaves and all different types of paper. This one is like a faux leather. And then this one's glitter. Added some sequins there. And then it says Hello Pumpkin. And then I want to show you the back. So this base here, this part, is made from craft cardstock. And then I covered the top part out, that way you wouldn't see. And I tried to match the paper with the card base. So they are so cute, and they do stand up. So there's that one. And then here's this one. And you can see the acorn, and I'll hold it up. Hopefully my camera, yeah, you can see the little glossy effect on the acorn top. And this one I put the word grateful, more sequins there. I don't think these were from the Lucy sequins. They could be. I think those were from a different. And I just added various flowers and leaves. So each one of these have the alcohol inked leaves that I die cut, you know. So there's that one. And then here's another one. It says thankful. And I just used a variety of autumn papers in my stash. And then my very last one, I did a pink one, and you can see the stem back there. I needed to change the flower. I might have to take that flower off and re-glue it so you can see the stem back there. But I added some white little leaves here, and I added some Vintage Photo to them. There you can see a gold maple leaf. I put the pink flower on, and I used Vintage Photo on it. I think that was the color I used on this card. Might have been another Oxide ink, a little bit lighter. And then I added diamond stickles, and on top of the diamond stickles I added the distressed glitter. So you see that, and some puffy, white puffy paint, and heated that up. And then there's a little maple leaf there from the Yupo paper, one of those little leaves that I shared with you. And this one says grateful. It's a die that I have in my stash. I'm not sure what company, but I cut out a whole bunch of them last year, so I just popped that on. And then this paper is the Frank Garcia paper. Hello Pink Autumn, Happy Fall. That is such beautiful paper. And I used that paper, and that's the main one here, and then some other Prima paper that had gold and pink flowers on it. So those are my cards. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, that you would please give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube, with its silly algorithms, would start sharing my videos more. I really want to get more views on my project shares. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.